All right, here we go. Peace, love, health, and well vibe. Tribe, like, and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. My name is not important, but what is the fact that I'm here on behalf of Sacred Self Healing Center, where the heart is the center for healing. Understand that when you come here, this is a spa day for the soul, chicken noodle soup for the spirit, Manny and Petty day for the ego. Understand this is a hard hat area, and self development is the construction site. So, with that being said, if you would like to inquire about any of my services, including but not limited to one-on-one coaching, private group coaching, guided meditations, business coaching, love coaching, life coaching, whatever it is that you may be looking for, KP might be the coach for you. All right. So we will be doing the timeless collective reading, and then we're going to follow up on that timeless collective reading with free and donation based readings. Now, if you would like to be added to the list of free and or a donation based reading, there's a few things I need you to do. I need you to double tap that screen. I need you to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Um, and that's all you got to do to be added to the list for the free readings. Uh, oh, you gotta type. Let's see. Type HI. All right. Now, if you would like a donation based reading, you need to check out the description box, because in the description box it shows what your donation may get you. In the description box, it shows how many. I can have donation tiers. I have three different ways to donate. I also got contact information if you would like to reach out for a free consultation. If you don't have an account to donate, then I have affiliate links for you to use so you can get an account to donate. If you are international and you cannot send Cash App, PayPal, Chime, then I will accept um super chats. I will accept super chats for donation based readings and or to skip the line. All right. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with today's timeless reading. Okay, I see we got 6 people in here. Double tap that screen. Grand Rising, good morning, konnichiwa, que pasa, como está mi amigo. Um, all right, so the first card that we got here is going to be the Five of Swords reverse. Now, in this upright position, the five actually, well, in general, the Five of Swords represents conflict in the on the mental plane. So this could be between within yourself, or this could be between people. Gladys Burgess, welcome in, Grand Rising, peace, love, health, and wealth. Um, I'm doing the collective reading, the timeless collective reading, and then I will get to the individual readings in a moment. Okay. So, in general, when we pull the five of swords, it represents conflict and or loss on the mental plane, right? So this could mean that you could be struggling with thoughts and ideas, maybe some sort of blockages. This also could mean that you could have a discrepancy with somebody about morals, about ideas, about maybe plans, best course of action to deal with something. Um in short, when we see the five of swords in this upright position, it carries the energy of conflict loss, but it leads to a change of perspective. Now, when we see this card in reverse, this card is actually showing us a vulnerability or weakness. Whereas in this upright position, we could be, I guess, if you want to say right and wrong, we could be right in a sense. But yeah, so um in reverse, in this upright position, I guess you could say it carries a certain level of righteousness, if you want to put it that way. Excuse me. And in his reverse position is showing the exact opposite. Okay. So the next card that we have here in the Timeless Collective reading is going to be the Page of Swords. Okay. So sticking with the theme of the air element, this is definitely telling me that we dealing with something via throat chakra, communication, third eye, planning, communicating, crown chakra, being able to empathize and sympathize with reality really. Um so when the Five of Swords in reverse come out, it says that we have a weakness or a vulnerability somewhere. When the Page of Swords comes out, this Page of Swords is telling us that we have the well, let me say this first, right, before I dive deep into the card. The Page of Swords is the number 11 card, and it carries a certain level of curiosity, but the curiosity leads to knowledge and intelligence. So if you realize, about this page, if you notice, almost every page, no matter what the deck is going to show a person, place, or thing. Welcome in, Grand Rising, y'all. Good morning. Thanks for coming in for the morning messages. This is your timeless collective reading. We did the daily collective reading last night. Make sure y'all check that out, okay? We will be doing free and donation-based readings very soon. $1 to skip the line, $2.22 starts the in-depth readings, okay? Very affordable, very economical. $2.22. All right, it's the first donation tier. So the Page of Swords, I oftentimes interpret the Page of Swords as a situation or a circumstance where we have matured enough to know that whatever challenge that we facing right now, we don't have all the knowledge, we don't have the strength, we don't have the right game plan. There's just certain things that we want and need before we engage in the Ace of Swords. The Page of Swords speaks a very cautionary tale. The Page and the Knight, really, but the Page of Swords is saying that I'm intelligent enough to know that I don't have all the right answers right here, right now. Okay. And the third card we have is a major arcana card. Now remember, no matter if it's going to be slow and gradual or fast and hard, this is going to be a card that's going to be a very dominant, that's going to have a very dominant and prominent role in your life moving forward. Um, so the Empress card is the number 3 card. Um, Also representing the divine feminine. This card carries the energy of maternal energy and fertility. Now the fraternal energy could, I mean, maternal energy could just be unconditional love or something like that, but it also could represent pregnancy, right? It also can be very specific. The fertility doesn't necessarily have to mean fertility and pregnancy, but it could mean fertile or you fruitful in knowledge and wisdom and compassion and sympathy and empathy, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So the reason why I explain the cards the way I do is because, especially in the collective reading, these cards can be expressed in different ways for different people. But yeah, so what I would like to do is get best course of action on this. So starting off with the Five of Swords, we feeling like we might be powerless or useless, or maybe we might even be vulnerable right now. Maybe we've gotten into a headache or argument, or maybe even we might be single and feeling the pressures of Valentine's Day. But whatever it is, it's okay right now to be vulnerable and to be weak. The Page of Swords is saying that it's time for us to take this challenge head on. Um, and sometimes we got to go back to the drawing board in order to do so, right? So it's okay to admit that you don't have all the answers, and it's okay to to pursue clarity or whatever it is that you need. All right, so I think I see somebody commenting, but for some reason my phone. Oh no, nobody else commented. Okay, so best course of action, right? We see what the current energy is. We looking for growth and expansion. For some of us, we could be becoming an empress. For some of us, we could be manifesting an empress. For some of us, we could just be looking to balance the masculine out with feminine energy. What I think these three cards are saying is that we are at a realization where we do need to get more in touch with our feminine side. And I think that this best course of action is going to give us very clear cut and precise advice on how to be able to do so. And at the bottom of the deck, before I got done shuffling, it's the Empress card again. So we got Twin Empress energy popping off. All right. Let me go ahead and shuffle these cards up and see what I can see. If you can see what I see. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, y'all. Grand Rising. Konnichiwa. Double tap that screen, y'all. Come on in. All right. So best course of action is going to be the King of Swords. Very nice card right now. So following the theme of air energy, the King of Swords, in this case, I think represents a person. I think this could represent a person where we could seek knowledge from. I think this could be a person that we could seek some sort of guidance from. The King of Swords is actually the double air element, so this is like the intelligible card of the deck. This is sometimes when we asking who, sometimes when the King of Swords come out, it could represent people who have like advanced degrees or people who've been like autodidactics and studied things for years. So remember, all kings represents being a visionary, right? But in specific, the King of Swords represents um being the ultimate visionary in a sense. And the reason why I say that is because the King of Swords, no matter who, what, when, where, and why, he is always going to remain cool, calm, and collected. And because of his ability to remain cool, calm, and collected, he's always going to be forward knowing, right? So if you want to know how to identify this person, or if you want to bring the King of Swords out in yourself, then I want you to look for things like knowledge, intelligence, people who plan very well, Aquarius, Libra, people who not only come up with great ideas, but they share ideas. They are able to articulate the vision and the goal in mind, right? At the end of the when the person talk, you don't just feel like it's me, but you feel like it's a us and a we, and we can do it together. All right, so with that being said, that is your best course of action. Either be on the lookout for a King of Swords to come into your life to help guide you through this, or welcome some of the qualities of the King of Swords so you can guide yourself through whatever it is that you need to get through. All right, so if there is no questions, comments, or concerns, then I will go ahead and open up the floor for anybody who would like a reading. All right. So y'all go ahead, take your time. I know y'all getting y'all coffee together and whatnot. That's all fine and dandy. That's all good. I'm just gonna hang out right here for a minute. Maybe get me a bowl of cereal. Cereal, cereal, cereal. What's up, y'all? See, we got 3 people in the chat. Don't leave. If you do leave, just double tap that screen. Matter of fact, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, donate to reciprocate. Remember, everything that you donate goes directly to food, shelter, and water. If you would like a free or donation based reading to be added to the list, just type hi, right? If you would like to donate for an in depth reading, then check out the description box. Also, in the description box, you know what I haven't seen in my chat, which is weird? No hearts. I ain't see no hearts in the chat this morning. That is weird. Dabbing on them like the usual, courtside with a bad bitch, and that's in the bitch to Uber. I should have did that before. All right, let's see what the chat going on. Yeah, it's time to crunch and munch. What up, y'all? Morning, y'all. Thanks for coming in. Thank y'all for liking the video. Two more people just came in. What up? What up? What up? Come on in. Come on in. Come on in, y'all. What up? What's going on, y'all? What up, Vibe Tribe? All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all stopping through. I'm about to get ready to do what I do best. Nothing. Nah, I'm about to go do some mysterious KP shit for real, though. But I just want to say thank everybody who stopped in. Thank everybody who's going to watch this in the future. Yeah. So, you know what I'm about to say? Say it with me. Peace, love, health, and wealth. Anything else, put it back on the shelf. Why? Because I ain't buying it and you shouldn't either. Peace, love, and hair grease. Bye bye. I love you.